Hello cruising world, Mick the Suit Guy with you. Today I'm going to talk about something quite a few people have asked me to cover, which is Uplift, financial help with paying your cruise. Basically it's a credit card, but it's a fictional credit card because we just do it online without even seeing it. I'm going to show you the whole process of how you apply for it and what goes into your decision making and all that good stuff. A lot of it if you do it with a travel agent, but I'll show you briefly how you would do it if you did it online as well. But I can kind of show you some behind the scenes things that go on. Don't tell anybody. One thing I want to add though, before we even talk about Uplift is, are you aware that there is an option with Carnival where when you book your cruise, you can set up monthly payments interest-free for the duration of the time from when you book it to when final payment is due? Interest-free. No other cruise line does that I'm aware of. Some will do it for a shorter period of time. Some will do it but with interest. But Carnival, interest-free from the moment you book until the final payment date, equally divided the balance between those months. And you can set it up. You can call Carnival and set it up. You can do it for your travel agent or whatever you want to do. And again, interest-free. So if you book a cruise 2 years out, you can split the payments up monthly for 2 years. Again, interest-free. Anyway, Uplift. I guess Uplift would be more useful if you had less time to pay, crunch time was coming, whatever. You hadn't booked as many weddings as you wanted to book in that period of time, so you needed some money, you needed some time to pay, whatever. But I'm going to show you how you would go about making an application or seeing if you're even eligible for it. Many of the cruises, they'll tout at 0% interest. They're not all 0% interest, and all the options aren't 0% interest, as you will see. But on the large, you will get a 0% interest offer if your credit's okay, and you can spread those payments out. So I'm going to walk you through how you would do it briefly on carnival.com. And then I've kind of got some inside scoops as to what goes on behind the scenes because I'm registered to actually do Uplift myself through my travel agency. So I can show you what we would do as a travel agent to go through it, and it'll maybe explain it a little bit clearer for you. Probably not supposed to show it to you. I don't know, anything that helps, right? It'll help explain it. So let's delve into it and see if Uplift is a good thing for you. So let's delve into Uplift, who qualifies for it, how do you qualify for it, how does it work, and all that good stuff. I'm going to show you how you would apply for it yourself online, and then I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, how I would do it as a travel agent. Very similar, and you're going to get the same results. But I can show you some screens that you probably won't see. Maybe you will, but I don't think you will, because I obviously can't apply for it myself online and go through the entire process, but I can show you the behind the scenes. I am registered to take these bookings, so I have my own online login, so I can show you some screens from my personal account. Anyway, who is eligible for Uplift? Well, you need to be a US resident, 18 years or older. You have to have a US mobile phone. You have to have a valid form of payment ready, and your trip price must be between $500 and $15,000. If you are booking a trip at $15,000, please call me. If you're booking a trip at $500, please call me. But especially if you're booking a trip at $15,000. I'm going to leave that there. Did you know that multiple guests can pay for one cabin? Did you know that one guest can pay for multiple cabins? You can make different requests yourselves based on the amount you want if you're all in the same cabin and you're, say it's two friends, for example. If you have a rich uncle that wants to pay for the entire family to go on a cruise, you can do that too. It's all based on your credit rating and ability to pay and all that good stuff, as you are going to see. But good to know that. So if you were booking it yourself online, how would you go about it? Well, there's two ways of doing it. You can get yourself pre-approved, or you can do it when you go to make your payment on the payment page after you have selected the cruise you want to be on. I recommend the latter because you'll have more of an idea of exactly how much you want, but you can get yourself pre-approved in a couple of ways. The one I saw you can link on the bottom left here where it says Uplift Financing. You can click on that and it would take you to a page where you can get pre-approved. So you can fill all that information out there and it will let you know if you are pre-approved or not. Bear in mind, on all the way through this process, until I tell you, your credit report is not getting hit. Nothing is getting filed in any way, shape, or form. This is just a soft input. Nothing is going to touch anything or affect your credit rating in any way, shape, or form until you physically accept an offer at the end of the process. So you can fill that out to get pre-qualified. I was also looking for a cruise, so I selected a Mardi Gras cruise in February, and this link came up, a big box, financing powered by Uplift, 0% down plus interest free on all sailings, which is the current situation. I think in 2021, they're really trying to get people to cruise, but I think once you start going into next year and the year after, you're not going to see every cruise being interest free, but we shall see. We shall see. But you can pre-qualify yourself there if you click on that link in the bottom right. And a very similar screen is going to come up, book now, pay later, 0 down, interest-free payments, yada, yada, yada. But bear in mind one other thing, as you're going to see in a second, not guaranteed that every offer you're going to get is interest-free. You'll see. So you'll click on Let's Get Started. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I don't know why I blocked my address out. I don't really care if people know where I live. I've got nothing of any value here whatsoever apart from my suits. Oh yeah, suits. Nobody's touching them. Oh yeah, and hate mail too. Don't want to get hate mail. Anyway, you fill in that personal information about yourself, hit continue. It's going to ask you for more details, annual household income, last for a social, etc., etc. This is all part of the pre-approval process. It's exactly the same as the one I showed you earlier, just a different form slightly, but the same information. I think personally the best way to do it is this way. Select your cruise so you know exactly how much money you're going to likely need so you don't overextend yourself or you don't underextend yourself. I selected a cabin on the Mardi Gras. It came to $3,581.72. It gives me a rough idea if I was to choose the Uplift option at the bottom there, above where it says continue, how much it would be a month roughly. And all the information. When you go to the next screen, it's going to give you your payment options. Gift card, deposit only, financing with Uplift, which obviously we are doing here. If you want to pay the full amount, and if you want to apply for a Carnival credit card and get $250 credit and fun points, you could do that too. But we are obviously going to go with the financing by Uplift option. If you do that, it's going to ask you once again, very similar form to the other two I showed you. That's the same information, just in a different order. And then it's going to tell you if you are pre-approved. Again, pre-approved. Nothing is hitting your credit report. You are not being accepted. This is just the first part of the process. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I would see for the next part from a travel agent standpoint. So I get to this screen. This is in my personal login on my account I have for Uplift. Where I can enter any of my clients' bookings and see if they're eligible. So you'll see it says at the top, is this sailing eligible for 0% APR? And on the right, there's an eligible sailings list. Again, we've established right now pretty much every sailing is eligible, but as time goes by, they won't be. And I'll be able to click on that, and I'll be able to see a list of all the sailings that are eligible for 0% APR. It's a promotion. It's just a permanent promotion right now. So I can look at that, and now I've established that my client sailing is eligible for 0% APR. I'm going to put yes, and I need just a little bit of information from the client here. So I'm going to contact, well, if I've made the booking, I know, or the client's going to tell me what they want, and I'm going to know that the trip was $1,900 and they add $100 in travel protection. This is what they want to cover the cost. You may not want the entire amount. You may only want a portion of it. So I'm always going to ask the client, how much do you want based on the cost of your trip? But this particular one we did $1,900 and $100. It gives you a rough idea what it's going to be based on 24 payments and 15% APR. Obviously, we haven't got approval for the 0% fully yet, so it's going to put that in there as a guide. Once we go through the whole thing, it's going to adjust, as you'll see in a second. So, next screen we're going to show here is I'm going to fill in the client information. I've just entered the other stuff, and I'm going to submit an offer to the client based on the information I've put in. The client is going to get that offer, Sam, for argument's sake. Are you ready to check your rate? So Sam is going to check that I put all the correct information up here, date of birth, cruise date, address, and last four to social, and annual household income and everything. Now, if Sam wants to, he can click on check my rate. Again, this is not going to affect his credit score. It's a soft request, so it's not going to do anything. He's going to get a link back. Sam, you are pre-approved. It is going to give him whatever options they're prepared to offer him. They can give you 3 months, 6 months, 11 months, 18 months, or 24 months, or a combination, different offers over each period of time. On this particular occasion, Sam got a 6-month offer, an 18-month offer, and a 24-month offer. The 6-month offer, yes, 0% interest, 6 payments of $333.33. However, the 18-month offer was not 0% interest. It's got a finance interest rate there, and there's the total finance charges. And it was the same with the 24-month. It was not interest free. It's the finance charge is there, and then there's the total finance charges. So Sam has to decide which one of those offers he wants if he wants to continue. So Sam, pretty obviously, he's going to select the 0% option over 6 months. So he selected that. He's going to get this form now to e-sign consent to receive electronic disclosures. He's going to hit I agree and continue. Now, he's going to have to enter his mobile number verification to verify. He does that. And then he's going to get this, Sam, you are pre-approved. So it's an official pre-approval. Still, nothing has hit his credit report yet. Set up the payments, confirm you got the credit card number in there all right, and the month's expiry date and all that good stuff, and then fill in your full social security number. So everything is set and ready to get fully approved. So Sam wants to continue with this. He's going to click on continue. I'm going to get that note back that he's ready. Yes. And I'm going to double check everything myself. And then Sam is going to get this truth in lending disclosure. With all the legal garbage jargon. It's not garbage, it's jargon. We all read it thoroughly, don't we? We wouldn't just drag that down all the way to the bottom and hit I agree, would we at all? No, we'd read every part of it. So once you hit I agree and continue, at this point, after this truth in lending disclosure, yes, your credit is going to get a hit. So make sure you know that at that point. Anything up to that point, no hit. And now you're going to get congratulations, blah, blah, blah. Here's your agreement. It's going to go in there. You will have your own account at uplift.com, whether you go through a travel agent or not. And then you can make any adjustments to everything you want, as I'll show you in a second. So yes, now you've been accepted. I don't know what would happen if you got rejected at this point, but you'll probably get a letter saying you were rejected. Either way, your credit report has now been hit with an active inquiry. I'm going to get a confirmation myself in my account that this particular person has been approved, and I am going to provide the booking number. This is where, if you had that rich uncle and he's applied for many, you could add more, and another box will come up to add another confirmation number, so you can keep adding them. What this basically is this is a credit card online. It's a blank credit card. So you're just going to fill this out, complete the booking, and once you hit complete booking, it's going to send the payment to Uplift. They're going to contact Carnival. They're going to make the payment. And from then on, your cruise is paid, but your payments are going to go through Uplift, not through Carnival, based on the information you've given them. So they've made the payment on behalf of you, and now you are paying them back, similar to a normal credit card would be. And that's it. You can log into uplift.com at any point you want and change your payment due date as long as it's the same month, update your auto pay information, update your payment information, anything you want to adjust in there you can do. So in a nutshell, that is how you would do an inquiry for Uplift and how the process works. Please don't think you're guaranteed 0%. You are not. And please don't think every offer you get is going to get 0%. Check it very clearly. And as I've said many times in this little video, be aware that there is also an option with Carnival where you can make monthly payments interest-free when you set up your booking. You can just call Carnival and do it, or you can call your travel agent and say that's what you want to do. So, Uplift or not? That is the question. Back to you, suit guy. So there you have it. That's Uplift in a nutshell. It's pretty straightforward the way you apply. I didn't try and apply myself, so I don't know if I would get accepted or not, or what offers I would get. I've done it for a couple of people and it's been fine. They love it. But I've done many more people that took the interest-free option in the monthly payments, and they love that too. So you've got options. You don't have to do either. Of course, a lot of people just want to wait and make the payment at the end. But you know, for me personally, I do so many cruises. I mean, it's almost November 2021. I have 6 cruises between now and the end of the year. I'm coming back. Going on the Miracle next week. Going on the Miracle again 2 weeks later. Going on the Radiance in December twice. Going on the Mardi Gras. And I'm going on a Virgin cruise. We'll see how that goes. My first ever non-Carnival cruise. Maybe I'll post a video on it on here, I don't know. It's the enemy, in it, really. But I got it for free, so we'll see. Great rates out there between now and the end of this year. If you want to cruise, you won't ever get cheaper rates than you will right now. So if you can cruise between now and the end of the year, I probably would. Anyways, lots of suits to be debuted. Quite excited about all my upcoming cruises. Lots of videos coming up. There'll be loads on the Miracle, there'll be loads on the Radiance, and there'll be some on the Mardi Gras. You know, I'm a bit behind the game on that one because so many people have got videos out, but I'll be the first on the Radiance because I'm on the inaugural. Boom. Subscribe if you would like to, as always. I'd love you to do that. And I guess I'll see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.